Hello and welcome to Awaz News. I'm Kubrali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada. Ford to speak with reporters after meeting with Trudeau at Queen's Park. Funeral costs donations pour in for families of 6 Barrie, Ontario crash victims. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to shuffle cabinet on Wednesday. Hockey Canada board throws support behind Smith. Peel police appealing for video after weapons allegedly used in Brampton parking lot brawl. Peel police announced $12 million drug bust, 4 people charged. Those were the headlines, and let's jump right into the details. Ontario Premier Doug Ford says he's going to discuss healthcare, affordable housing and immigration with the Prime Minister when the two meet later today. Ford also says he wants the ongoing passport backlog fixed and will bring it up with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau during their meeting at the Ontario Legislature. Ford has been saying the federal government needs to provide more money to Ontario for healthcare. Hospitals across the province are in crisis as emergency departments have closed for hours and even days this summer due to a nursing shortage. Ontario is on the verge of passing legislation that would force patients in the hospital awaiting long-term care to nursing homes not of their choosing on a temporary basis. The province has also said it will revamp the healthcare system with more publicly covered surgeries performed at private clinics and make it easy for internationally trained nurses to begin working here. Donations have been pouring in from across the country and abroad to support the families of 6 young adults killed in a weekend car crash in Barrie, Ontario, with the fundraiser fast approaching its $60,000 goal after just one day online. Organizer Mary Ann Fritz said she was surprised how fast donations came in after the volunteer-led GoFundMe page went live. The page had raised $53,000 by mid-afternoon on Tuesday. We are humbled by it, that's for sure, Fritz said during a phone interview. We have a community that we rally together, we have each other's backs, and it's really in times like this when you truly do see how people come together for each other. Our community is definitely being shaken by all of this, she said. We just felt compelled that we needed to do something to help these families that were hit with this terrible tragedy. Fitz said that her group's fundraiser, which aims to help cover funeral costs, has been aided by social media as donations have come in from across Canada and even from other countries. The young ages of the victims, who were all in their early 20s, likely is playing on people's minds, Fritz added. Barrie Mayor Jeff Lehman was involved in the early organization of the fundraiser, Fritz said, and he has been among those promoting the fundraiser. In a Tuesday post on Twitter, the mayor highlighted the GoFundMe page that he said raised $40,000 in its first 18 hours. A vigil is also being planned for Saturday in Barrie to remember the lives lost. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is getting ready to shuffle his cabinet on Wednesday, according to multiple sources with knowledge of the plan. They confirmed to the Canadian press that the Liberal front bench will get a slight makeover to account for one minister who has asked for lighter cabinet duties for personal reasons. The 5 sources agreed to speak on the condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to discuss the matter publicly. One senior government source says no one is leaving cabinet and that the shuffle will involve 2 ministers to account for family health matter. There are currently 38 ministers in the cabinet, not including Trudeau himself. The report of the Canadian press was first published August 30th, 2022. Hockey Canada's board of directors say it is supporting President and Chief Executive Officer Scott Smith and his executive team amid calls for leadership change at the organization. Hockey Canada interim board chair Andrea Skinner announced the backing of the organization's executive in a statement posted Monday on its website. Canada's governing body of hockey is under intense scrutiny for its handling of sexual assault allegations against members of previous men's junior teams. The federal government froze Hockey Canada's funding after it was revealed the organization had quietly settled a lawsuit with a woman who alleged she was sexually assaulted by members of the 2018 men's junior team at Hockey Canada Gala in London, Ontario that year. Since then, Hockey Canada has said members at the 2003 junior team are under investigation for alleged sexual assault in Nova Scotia. Board chair Michael Brindamore stepped down August 6th. His term was set to end in November. Peel police are appealing for video of an incident that occurred in Brampton over the weekend, which saw multiple victims assaulted with a weapon. Officers responded to fight involving weapons and a large group of people in parking lot at McLaughlin Road and Steeles Avenue West at around 1:30 a.m. on August 28. According to police, there were numerous victims who suffered non-life-threatening injuries in the incident. Police said they are aware video circulating on social media, but they are looking for additional video of the incident. Police are asking anyone with information to contact investigators or Crime Stoppers. Investigators in Peel region say they have taken more than $12 million worth of illicit drugs off the street in a bus that's seen more than a dozen charges laid against 4 individuals. Police said Project Warrior began in June 2021 when investigators started looking into what they described as an organized group with strong ties to Brampton and Mississauga that was allegedly trafficking large amounts of drugs throughout the Greater Toronto area. Speaking at a news conference Tuesday, Sergeant Chris Fiore said investigators identified several individuals who they said were using various locations to store the illegal drugs. Police said they executed 2 additional search warrants on June 17 and July 6 at locations in Etobicoke and Kleinburg, Ontario, respectively. Deputy Chief Nick Milinovich called the seizure a huge win for the community in the face of what he called a major opioid crisis in the area. What this means is it's $12 million of potentially lethal drug that is no longer on the street. It's no longer available for trafficking. It's no longer available to be shared with people who are struggling with health issues, he said. Milinovich said as of July 31st, Peel region has seen 71 overdose-related deaths, 80% of which are suspected to be linked to opioids. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good night.